Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany Green. I'm the Ed Associate here at the Delaware Department of Education. I'm here today to talk to you about the Educator Induction Program that I oversee for the state of Delaware. For the 2024-2025 school year, there are many changes coming about. So we wanted to make sure that you had a resource that you could refer to as to what's happening and what's going on for the upcoming school year. We'd like to start with why. Why are there changes being made? It started with a DOE charge after Regulation 207, to be specific, to remove the performance assessment. The charge was to work with a diverse stakeholder group on the following things: reinforcing the 4 focus areas of pedagogical skills, content knowledge, cultural responsiveness, and data-driven instruction. Streamlining processes and roles of the CIP to improve the quality of mentor training and other initiatives that would better support the retention of educators in the state of Delaware. Aligning to the Delaware Teacher Growth and Support System, also known as DTGSS, and continuous professional learning. And the last 2 would be addressing the retention of educators reflective of the diversity in the school community and determining local level supports needed for an effective induction program. Out of those stakeholder meetings, the following 5 recommendations were made. The induction program must be based on standards, not compliance. It must have a program evaluation component with consistent monitoring of implementation and impact. It also must provide high-quality, differentiated learning for teachers and specialists, and opportunities for mentor learning and leadership development. Lastly, it must be shared among stakeholders and emphasize a team-based approach. So now that you know the why, let's talk about the what. What are the changes? As I stated, I'm providing an overview, but rest assured that each LEA has an induction coordinator that is being provided with this information and will continue to work with me in the upcoming school year. So here's your overview of all the upcoming changes. We've moved from a statewide only program to a program that has shared accountability between the local and state level. The vision of the program is to strengthen instructional and teaching practices of new educators to build educator self-efficacy, resulting in greater student impact and, of course, retention. It is also to create a collaborative system that includes building leaders, coaches, colleague collaboration, and purposeful professional learning at the local level supported by DOE. The priorities are increased educator efficacy, job satisfaction, retention, educator wellness, and educator growth and development. All of the above leads to greater student impact. So with this change will require a systemic shift. Those shifts include restructuring from a statewide program to local models based on standards and need, building LEA capacity for sustainability and not reliance and compliance, reframing the mentor model from the buddy system to a coaching model that has criteria and also evaluation, engagement in purposeful professional learning and not just a sit, get, and forget. Evaluate programs based on data and not just unsubstantiated checkoffs. Ensure equity is included, monitoring and evaluating programs for continuing improvement, using this as a retention strategy and not just a checklist, strengthening and supporting instructional and teaching practices, and overall, we want this to be sustainable. Our approach is to consistently message and communicate at the local level, work collaboratively to develop strong LEAs and building level teams, respond to stakeholder voices and needs, especially those who are marginalized, develop capacity to support others with a growth mindset, evaluate the programs, and refine them. Now that we know the what, let's talk about who. Who does this involve? Well, all LEAs in Delaware and each building. Each LEA and building will have an induction team. Those teams are responsible for planning for the CIP and being proactive, not reactive. All of this will center around educator retention, supporting them, and their needs. The new program is applicable to educators who are actively licensed and certified and have less than 2 years of teaching or school specialist experience. The new model is 4 years and is aligned to the initial licensure period. The first 2 years are the instructional mentoring years, and the final 2 years are the professional learning years. During the initial 2 instructional years, new educators are focused on strengthening professional practices, continuous improvement, educator efficacy, and collaboration. During the final 2 professional learning years, the focus is on purposeful professional learning and growth, ongoing reflective practices, and also collaboration. Please visit our website for any additional information about the programs. Lastly, I want to talk briefly about the new roles. I want to be clear that the roles have been reimagined and are not just label changes. The most significant changes are this transition from mentors to coaches and the addition of building leaders playing an active role. Coaches will still have times where mentoring practices are relevant. We did not lose that, but the new program really focuses on knowing when to use what type of questions and conversations to empower new educators to learn and grow through their own actions and not to rely on readily provided solutions that do not elicit efficacy. Induction coaches are specifically meant to work with new educators on general instruction or specialist practices applicable to all in each identified group and are not expected to be or replace content experts. A brief checklist of responsibilities can be found on the website for each role. I encourage you to visit the website linked in the description below to learn more. There will also be opportunities for question and answer sessions for further information. I'd like to leave you with this. Change is inevitable. It is not easy. But if you focus on building the new and tackle it with a positive and growth mindset, it makes it much smoother. I encourage you to use this fantastic opportunity to develop and implement effective programs that lead to greater retention and positive student impact. Thank you so much for your time.